Hi, this is Justin Eugene Schultz. Birthday is 10/12/84. Social Security is 489900698. How exactly did I catch Corrupt Officer Chris Custer and his lies? I called him in many lies, and his body language, and he's just a smug little piece of shit. And his body language tells his lies as well. And how none of you ever caught Corrupt Officer Chris Custer and all of his lies blows my mind. I was the original person who caught Corrupt Officer Chris Custer and his lies and so I've been reporting him, got him put under federal investigations. And Uni One and her friends and family began helping me and helping identify his crimes. And they also got him with me to be put under federal investigations. And I was the original one years and years ago who began identifying Corrupt Officer Chris Custer's crimes and his lies and reporting them. So what is one of the biggest things I caught Corrupt Officer Chris Custer lying in? So one, he was attached to my email and is attached to my email, helppeople10001 at yahoo.com. While he was attached to that email, he was covering up everything about that was going on, that was happening to me. He knew that I was being terrorized, tormented, tortured, harassed, gang stalked, spied on, and he even took part in framing me in multiple conversations, like him asking what our internet was one day randomly. Oh, by the way, what is your internet over at your house? And he asked me and my mom that, and trying to get our internet. And this was Corrupt Officer Chris Custer trying to frame me all the way back then. And Corrupt Officer Chris Custer of St. Louis County Police Department, over and over and over, and on recorded calls, he was wearing an audio device every single time that he's met up with me in person, which has probably been about 5 to 10 times. Probably about 5 to 8 times. So one, two, three, including the courtroom on October 30th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's met up with me about 8 times, give or take, and I remember each and every one. I just have to write them all down. And so he was wearing a wire each and every time, framing me in the conversation. Now, what Corrupt Officer Chris Kessler said to me was this: he over on in text messages to my cell phone number one and cell phone number two, which corrupted Special Agent Heather Butters has got, and went through all that information, and she's seen that he said that and seen that he lied. So why isn't she charging him with crimes already? Why isn't she after him? Because she can't. And so she's using me as a pawn to go after Corrupt Officer Chris Custer of St. Louis County Police. She wants me to be falsely arrested by corrupt St. Louis County Police Department or Corrupt Officer Chris Custer. That way she can get a hold of Corrupt Officer Chris Custer's all the information that he has on her and try to make a plea bargain with Corrupt Officer Chris Custer, who is only partially framing Special Agent Heather Butters. So Corrupt Special Agent Heather Butters wants to try to either make a plea bargain with Corrupt Officer Chris Custer that he gets to walk free as one of the most dangerous, as the most dangerous man in the United States of America right now, and he gets to walk free as long as he turns over everything to Corrupt Special Agent Heather Butters and he doesn't frame her. Then he gets to walk away a free man. He's just got to testify. Has to testify against other people. So she's going to let the most dangerous man in the United States of America walk away, walk around as a free man, a corrupt psychopath maniac with a loaded gun and a corrupt badge. And she's a corrupted psychopath maniac with a loaded gun and a corrupt badge. They both belong in federal prison for life. Both of them. Now, corrupted officer Chris Kester over and over told me this on recorded calls and text messages and in person. He said, Justin, don't file complaints with the White House. I get all those messages. Don't call the Senate Intelligence Committee. They send me all those voicemails. Don't call corrupted special agent. He said special agent Heather Butters. This is back in 2020 or 2021. Don't call Special Agent Heather Butters. I get all those text messages, or I get all those voicemails. She sends everything to me. Don't call the President of the United States of America, or don't call the White House and the President. They send me everything, and he was lying. And don't call Congressman Ann Wagner. You're bugging her, and he didn't want me. And I get all those voicemails. He kept telling me over and over that he gets all these voicemails from all the government trying to filter everything from me to him. It's because he was already planning on framing the United States of America all the way back then, and he was already framing me, and he was building illegal fabricated cases and information off all the information that I was reporting and all from my experience. So corrupt officer Chris Kester was stealing everything that was in my email and spying on the state and federal government for some of their crimes, but then also building illegal fabricated cases, framing them as well. And corrupted Special Agent Heather Butters is only being partially framed by Corrupt Officer Chris Koester. And she just wants to get a hold of those cell phones that Corrupt Officer Chris Koester has, and she wants to get a hold of the information that Corrupt Officer Chris Koester has on her, in order to cover up on her own crimes so she can try to walk away as a free, guilty person, and Corrupt Officer Chris Koester as a guilty person. They're both two most guilty people on this planet right now, and they're the two most dangerous people on this planet right now. And Union One has verified that over and over and over and over and over. And I'll take a polygraph on it and pass a billion trillion with flying colors. And so, Corrupt Officer Chris Koester lied to me over and over and over. Don't report that, Justin, to them. I get those voicemails. Don't report that to the Senate Intelligence Committee. They call me. He never got any calls from them. He never ever got any calls from him. And Corrupt Officer Mike of St. Louis, of Eastern District Federal Prosecution in St. Louis, Missouri, never ever helped either. And he was covering this up. And on a recorded call from Eastern District Federal Prosecution, he even told me he was in collusion. He didn't tell me he was in collusion, but he said, "Why don't you call Corrupt Officer Chris Koester of St. Louis County Police?" And it's because they were buddies and already in collusion. And then Corrupt Officer Mike of St. Eastern District Federal Prosecution lied to my mom and told because I kept telling him that the CIA had my all my phones blocked, or that my phones were all blocked from the CIA. He told my mom on a recorded call that the CIA had blocked had blocked me. Corrupt Officer Mike never talked to the CIA. He never talked to the CIA. He never talked to the CIA. He was covering it up because whoever it was, either corrupted FBI or corrupted Officer Chris Koester, who had my phone calls all blocked from the CIA, calling the CIA, and it was most likely the corrupted FBI. And this corrupted FBI special agents of FBI headquarters, Internal Affairs Division of Justice and Conspiracy, or corrupted FBI cyber operations. One of the two, most likely, or corrupted Special Agent Heather Butters of FBI headquarters in the Internal Affairs Division of Justice and Conspiracy, had my phone calls all blocked from the CIA from every single cell phone that I got. Matter of fact, the last cell phone that I had, my phone number before my phone number 4 or my phone number 3, all the CIA was blocked. All the CIA was blocked. Every single CIA number that there is, and the CIA's, they were blocking the CIA for the last 3 or 4 years on every single cell phone. They had it blocked on my parents' house phone, and then they unblocked it. They blocked NSAOIG on every single cell phone that I got, and it's still blocked on my mom's house phone. And they had every Eastern District Federal Prosecution blocked on every single phone, every single cell phone that I've had for like 4 years, and my parents' house phone and my mom's cell phone. And who's blocking it? Who's blocking it? It's corrupted FBI special agents of FBI headquarters, Internal Affairs Division of Justice and Conspiracy for the Future of America, corrupted FBI special ops or cyber operations, or corrupted St. Louis County Police Officer Chris Koester of St. Louis County Police Department, 314-276 4957, and that's corrupted Officer Chris Koester's number. And I'm releasing his IMEI tonight as well, which I believe it's his IMEI.